Contestant number 1 is a beautiful baby blue Electrolux electric dryer. For those of you who watched the video before this one, you know that I just got a ton of scratch and dent appliances. And this video is me testing as many as I could in a reasonable amount of time. But contestant number 1 has done great. All I had to do was plug it in and she's working just fine. I know 120 is pretty low for a dryer, but I literally only ran it for 5 seconds. Anyhow, it all checks out, and you can see that that store was trying to sell it for $870. I'm gonna mark it for $7 just to get rid of it quicker, and I'm gonna move on to the next one. Contestant number 2, a beautiful white Whirlpool electric dryer. Now, she's not the prettiest one in the bunch because she's missing the knob, but knobs are fairly inexpensive, and besides, beauty is in the eye of the beholder, so that is not a big deal. However, whenever I hook it up and press power, press start, holy power button, Batman, it gives me an error code right off the rip. I'm starting to freak out because these are very nice dryers and I don't know how much these parts are going to cost. So I look up the F3E1 error code and what do you know, it's an exhaust thermistor. I'm not entirely worried about this, so I start to take the top panel off and looky here, somebody's sleeping on the job. Of course it's throwing an error code. The thermistor's not even plugged in. I plug it in, and I'm thinking to myself, there's no way that I got this lucky. So I bend a little corner back because it was kind of bent. Turn it back on, start it, and it's running. It literally is working perfectly fine after I plug that one thing in. And as you can see, it's also getting warm. Now I'm gonna slap the top back on, put it back together. I'm gonna get that knob ordered. I think it ended up coming out to like $15. And I'm gonna go to contestant number 3. Similar to contestant number 2, but not the same. A beautiful white Samsung electric dryer. Now you're probably looking at it and saying, what does that sticky note say? And it says bad bearing. Well, if you know anything about Samsung dryers, they don't have bearings. They have roller wheels, so that's where my head goes. I start it, I listen to it. It sounds like a blower wheel problem because of the way that it is. So this is me working in real time. It's not sped up at all. I'm just pretty quick, trying to figure out where this sound is coming from. And with all the things that come to the shop, you probably, if you've watched enough videos, have seen a pattern. Shift actuators, suspension rods, heating elements, and fuses. When I do in-home repairs, those repairs have patterns as well. It's not the same as the ones that come to my shop, but I fixed about 6 or 7 of these appliances from the scratch and dent store, and they also have their own patterns. Contestant number 4 here is a gray gas Electrolux dryer. It had the same problem as the Samsung. It wasn't a bad bearing, but you can see me twisting it. It's because every couple seconds you'll hear a ch-ch. And that's because after 30 minutes of investigating, I figured out that the frames of these 2 dryers are twisted. Basically, I had to become a dry retractor and crack it back into its normal position. And that worked for those 2. Contestant number 5 here is a beautiful matte black, exquisite Whirlpool electric dryer. When I got it from the place, it was in complete shambles. Nothing was put together right. The front wasn't even on it and the drum was gone. I had to throw it back together so I could get it onto the trailer. So if you were wondering, that is where the absorbent amount of dryer cords came from. And if you didn't like that, maybe you'll love the way that my dryer cord hookup is set up. But if anybody comes on the channel that is specifically called Appliance Fixer Guy, not Grammarly, and says anything about the words that I use, you can lick the back of my balls every day of your life. Sorry, that was weird. I meant contestant number 5 needed no parts. I just had to put it back a little gooder than I did the first time. But now that it's all zipped up, what I'm planning on doing with all these new nice appliances in my nasty little shop is wrapping it with this plastic wrap to keep the dust and bugs off of it. If you like following the story so far, make sure you like and follow. And if you have any questions about the words I use, I think you know what you can do.